everyone, we're finally back with some Premier League action and we're kicking off the new season with a trip to promoted Newcastle. Needless to say, our last trip up to St James's Park did not go exactly as planned, but I reckon last season's brilliant performances and strong finish helped get rid of those bad memories. You also have to hope that the Danny Rose outburst and apology has been put to bed. Now, whether you think that what he said was right or wrong, the timing was absolutely abysmal, especially with our lack of activity in the transfer window. Now, having sold Kyle Walker for a very decent amount of money to Manchester City, most fans thought that we had someone immediately lined up, and that did not happen. And now, because Trippier got injured last week as well, we are looking very thin on the right back front, and Daniel Levy is getting a lot of heat right now. Briefly on Newcastle's history, founded in 1892, the Magpies, which is based on their shirt colours, or the Geordies, have played at St James's Park since their inception. Winning the Intercity's Fairs Cup in 1969 was the club's last major honour. Although the likes of Kevin Keegan and Sir Bobby Robson both produced sides that challenged for the league title. Now, there are a lot of players who have played for both clubs during the years, but I'll just mention a few notable ones like Chris Waddle, Les Ferdinand, Paul Gascoigne, David Ginola, and more recently, Moussa Sissoko. Alongside players, we've also had common managers between the two clubs, namely Ozzy Ardiles and Chris Hughton. It was perhaps a little bit surprising that Rafa Benitez stayed with the club when they got relegated in 2016, but he brought them right back up at the first attempt. Moving on to Spurs, how are we looking after that pre-season? Obviously not every result went our way, but it was more about the fitness rather than the results. However, our last outing against Juventus saw us win comfortably 2-0. We played really well, so that must have lifted some spirits, even if we played against an opposition who wasn't probably 100% fit yet. So how are we looking for the team? Obviously, long-term absentees Rose and Lamela are still out, alongside Nkudu and Trippier, who said his injury shouldn't last too long, which is really promising. They said that Victor Wanyama is available to pick and Son's also fit. I reckon he's only going to be on the bench though. Now, it's a huge boost that Wanyama can return to the side. I'm pretty sure he will start if he's fully fit, which means that Poch can return to his favoured 3 at the back formation, which looks like a 3-4-3 formation. So what do I reckon? How is this game going to go? Now, there's always goals in this team, and we looked rather sharp at Wembley last week. Speaking of which, obviously all our home games are at Wembley this season, and it will be pretty much impossible for us to replicate that sort of form we had at White Hart Lane last season, which means that we have to make even more use of our away trips, and we have to secure more points on the road than we usually would. Now, there will be a few things we need to focus on at St James's Park, namely that we need to silence the crowd and we need to control the midfield. If we can secure these and maybe nick an early goal, then I reckon we can start the new campaign off with a win under our belt. However, I'm not going to get complacent, especially given our right back / right defensive side situation. So I'm not going to say it's going to be an easy game, and in fact I reckon it will be a little bit hard for us to keep a clean sheet, but I'm still going to edge it towards a Spurs victory. So what do you reckon the scoreline is going to be? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you're going to the game, then I hope you have fun. And that's pretty much it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're new around here and you would like to see more Spurs related content from me. Check out my social media handles in the description box down below. Hopefully I will see you in the future. And come on, you Spurs!